Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. You've probably heard that Ford is doing some pretty crazy discounts on their vehicles. So instead of just sitting in front of a computer or a green screen or whatever and talking about Ford's discounts, I decided to go to a Ford dealership and talk to a Ford salesperson. And this Ford salesperson is gonna try to convince me that this is actually a good deal. So with that being said, huge shout out and thank you to the Larry Miller Ford in Provo and to John Jenks for helping out with this video. Let's get right into it. Okay, Mr. John Jenks, the burden is all on you to convince me that this is a good deal. Do you think you can do it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's get this done. So I figure we'll just look at several Ford's models and look at what the MSRP pricing is, and then also what the
A-plan.
Basically the John Jenks Ford special deal, whatever you want to call it, is.
It's what the corporate guys in Michigan pay.
Yeah, apparently Ford's, what's the car sales term? Dropping their pants.
Exactly. You know, everyone else is raising the prices, but we're like, nah, for America.
Okay, so I guess we'll just pick out a random F-150, look at the MSRP, and then see what the, not MSRP price, the sales price is. Okay, we're gonna start off fancy. We've got the King Ranch F-150. This thing is loaded up. It's got the power boost, as you can see. So MSRP price is indicated as $79,895. What's the, can you also show the invoice pricing in today's video? Because that's gonna be part of it. So here we go.
Invoice is gonna be $74,859, but your price $71,922.
So that's down from the 79. So that's like $8,000 in discount roughly off of the MSRP price, which that makes this, I mean, that makes this similar in pricing. Like if you compare that to other trucks, that's like a base model Rebel, or, you know, basically cloth seats with a lot of the other I mean, you could get like entry-level leather with some of them, but definitely not fully loaded leather. So that's interesting. While you're looking through, I have a quick question. With F-150s, is it 24s, 25s, both of them?
Yes, except for Raptors.
Why can't it be Raptors? I want the cool stuff.
Because a lot of people don't know this. Say I want to buy a Raptor, where all these vehicles have the set pricing. They're all built into an invoice. D plan is what I would pay. A plan is what everyone's paying now. But on a Raptor, they actually don't have these filled in. So there is no employee pricing on a Raptor. So it's not everyone getting way better deals than you can that work at dealerships and then they're hogging all the Raptors. Not true, false.
So there's just an invoice on a Raptor?
Yes.
Lame. So the next one that we'll take a look at is going to be a Maverick. We'll use the Lobo here as an example because it's a cool one. Quickly, on Mavericks, is it 24s, 25s?
Yes, both.
Okay, so both 24s and 25s on the Mavericks, which is cool. And, oh, gotta squeeze in tight. So this Lobo is $42,520. That's a lot for a mini truck. Yeah. That's definitely a lot. So what's the plan on this one?
This one is $40,394.30.
So it's about like $2,000 off on the Maverick. There's not a lot of markup on Mavericks.
Yeah, so it's going to average out on most of the vehicles to be about 8 to 10% off of MSRP. That's like a good rough, you know, rule of thumb.
Just to clarify something, I'm not going to go over every single vehicle that has the discount available. I'm just trying to go over the ones that I think that people are actually going to be interested in. The next model we'll look at is the fake Bronco, aka the Bronco Sport. A lot of people give this vehicle crap, but it's actually pretty cool. I mean, you own one. Do you like it? Yeah,
it's very capable. Good gas mileage. I've never been stuck. And I recommend straight piping it. It sounds cool.
He has a 3-cylinder Bronco Sport straight pipe. Just crazy. Looks like the MSRP is on the other side. This one's a Badlands, by the way.
It is a 24. It does apply to 25s as well.
So you said 24 and 25 in this one?
Yeah. I just didn't pull one of the 25s, but the pricing's pretty similar from 24 to 25, so you guys can get the gist idea of it.
Okay, yeah. So exactly. It'll give you guys an idea. So let's see. So this is $41,655 for this Badlands. This is a 24, but still Badlands. And
you are $38,854.18.
So a little bit, I mean, that's about $3,000 roughly in terms of discount. So just like the Mavericks, they don't have
yeah, the lower cost of Ford vehicle you go, the less markup we actually have.
Yeah, I mean, that's logical, right? Yeah. So I just realized for video continuity purposes, it'd probably be best for us to just mention the cars that it doesn't apply to for 2025. And
Yeah, that's going to be Expeditions and Super Duties for 25, but 24 Expeditions and 24 Super Duties do apply, and then cabin chassis for both years. Dark Horse Mustang, Mustang GTD, but you're not going to buy that from a dealer anyway, you buy it from Ford. And then everything else, you're pretty much good.
And then none of the Raptors?
Yeah, none of the Raptors. So Ranger, Bronco, F-150.
Lame.
It is what it is.
Well, this one's another nice kind of more affordable Ford, and it's an ST line Escape. And MSRP on this one is $38,265.
A plan is $35,576.
So this actually has, like, compared to MSRP, a little bit of a bigger percentage discount than the Bronco Sport.
These things are loaded too. They got all the safety tech. They're sporty. Doesn't look like your grandma's car, so.
This might be the coolest car we've looked at so far, ST Explorer. This is like the ultimate rocket ship mom car.
Definitely the fastest.
Yes, that's for sure. 400 horsepower. So this thing is, wow, $61,345 is the MSRP.
$56,789 and 85 cents.
That's a pretty,
And you still
pretty
get
big
the ST SUV experience, which they'll teach you how to race this. So.
Yes, race your mommy 3-row SUV.
Exactly. Never have the kids late for soccer practice ever again.
And speaking of mom cars, Expedition Max, this is like as big as it gets. Obviously, this is the previous version because the 25 is the new version, but no discount on the 25. So this thing's a platinum. It's got a big price tag, $91,290. What's the...
This is going to be $84,264 and 20 cents. And Ben said that there would be no discount on a 25. If you order one from me, I'll still take care of you a little bit, as much as I can, obviously. But side note, transit van. This is a 24 transit van, mid-roof, passenger, all-wheel drive, and this also does apply. But I did forget to bring out the invoice for that. But like I said, 8 to 10% is a good guess.
I'll show you guys the MSRP, $68,000. So,
very rare vehicle.
Well, and those of you looking for something that's a little bit more trucky, we've got the Ranger here. One of the best mid-size pickup trucks, I would say. So, this one's $51,015. It's a Lariat with the 2.3 EcoBoost.
And now it is $47,336.
That ain't bad, because guess what the MSRP is on a Tacoma SR5? $46,000. 46. And you could get... I don't know yet.
I think everyone.
Yeah, he said, I don't know if the microphone wasn't pointing towards him, but he said Toyota's probably raising their prices, and I said, I don't know yet. We'll see. Now this one's probably going to be one of the most exciting because Broncos, right? They're just fun cars. It's Ford's Wrangler, essentially. So this one's $68,000. It's a wild track. They don't actually make the wild track for 2025 anymore, so, but this 24 is left over.
This one's going to be $63,585. That's pretty big.
So about $5,000 off of a Bronco. And something to note is a similarly equipped Wrangler stickers for more. So it's like you're getting a discount plus a vehicle that already has a lower MSRP compared to its main competition. So that ain't bad. In a world of super expensive diesel trucks, this should be a little bit of a relief. Now, this is the one that's only in 24s. So just something to kind of remember. But anyways, $89,960. This is a Lariat loaded up with the black appearance. It's a pricey truck. So what do we got going on? Oh wait, no high output. Just that.
Okay. But this isn't pricey anymore. $81,457 and 62 cents.
It's still a lot of money, okay? It's still 80 grand. But yeah, it's not. It's true. But yeah, I mean, almost $90,000 to closer to $80,000. It's
a pretty good deal.
Oh, there's the Ford salesperson telling us it's a good deal.
100% is a good deal.
And this will be the last vehicle that I show you guys for the video, and then we'll just quickly cap things off. We got a 5.0 Mustang. This is exciting stuff. V8 powered. $53,145. Does this have the automatic? Yep.
And you can rev it with the key fob. And what's more exciting is Master Ben Hardy has actually agreed to purchase this for me.
I plead the fifth.
But anyway, your price now, this is actually another good one, is going to be $48,675 and 64 cents.
So it's like $5,000 off MSRP in a Mustang.
Yeah, you can make the check payable to John Jenks.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your help today.
My pleasure, anytime.
Do you work at Chick-fil-A now or something?
No, I'm just very respectful, honest, pride myself on integrity, and if you come buy a car from me, you will very quickly realize that you can't buy a car anywhere else and have the same experience as you will with me. So you will quite literally be uncomfortable anywhere else. So it locks you in to be my customer for life.
Typical salesperson.
It's true. Look at my reviews on Google.
Now, I want you guys to let me know if you think this is actually a good deal that Ford is currently doing. And apparently this is going to happen for the next 2 months. Jenks can correct me in the comment section below if I'm wrong on that. But whether or not you think this is a good deal, I think we can all agree that this is genius advertising. Because every other automaker right now is coming out and saying, we're going to do our best to keep prices down with these new tariffs, but because of the tariffs, we'll probably have to raise prices. That's what every other automaker is saying. Ford's coming out and saying, hey, we're doing a huge discount program with this whole tariff situation. So genius marketing. It's at least going to get Ford a ton of attention. Whether or not you think the deal is good enough, again, it's great marketing. Now, I want you guys to let me know which of those vehicles you thought was like the best discount. My personal take was the Bronco. Now, the reason being is this thing right here, the Wrangler that the Bronco competes against, is already more expensive when you compare similarly equipped vehicles, MSRP to MSRP. Like a Wrangler Rubicon with all the nice options, it's over $70,000. Again, 35-inch tall tires and all of that. Whereas like that Wildtrak, $68,000 minus a $5,000 discount, you're, low $60,000 range. It's not cheap by any means. But compared to a Wrangler that's going to be like $10,000 more expensive, it's like, it doesn't look that bad. So that one, in my opinion, was the best deal out of the bunch when you compare it to the competition. But yeah, let me know which one you guys think is the best deal out of the bunch. And again, do you think this is enough discount to jump ship and go buy a Ford? I think that for sure, if the other automakers do in fact increase their MSRPs, which some of them are going to do that with this new tariff situation, then it's going to put automakers like Ford in a really good position where they've got the ability, they have the margins, they build so many vehicles in the US that they'll be able to do that. Anyways, if you guys want to see more videos like this, where I kind of go and interview people at dealers, let me know. I know some people don't like it because they say that I'm giving too much of a voice to a dealership, but my personal take is as much information as you guys can get is always best. Like, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. Like, if you can get more information in your car buying process, that's always going to help out. And my other assumption is that people watching these videos are smart. You're smart enough to be able to figure things out yourself. And so I just think it's extra information for you guys. Like, again, us being able to see MSRPs and invoice prices on all these Fords, I think it's going to help out a lot of you with your vehicle search. So let me know either way. I'll see you.